Hey everybody! So yeah, finally I'm gonna be showing you my bread recipe. If you hear some woofing, it's Buddy, I guess, screaming after the crows that are on the trees. Anyway, so yeah, this recipe makes 2 loaves of bread, like that. This is only what is left, because it's so good. Anyway, so basically it's a pretty easy recipe. It's 6.5 cup of flour, 1.5 tablespoon of fast-acting yeast, 1.5 tablespoon of salt, and 3 cups of warm water, about 38 Celsius or 100 Fahrenheit. Alright, so I got both my bowls, but you know you can do this in one bowl. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to divide everything up. Let's add a little bit more, just for that. Alright, I just added the yeast. Now I'm going to add the salt. Like that. I'm eyeballing it. And just give it a quick stir, just to make sure everything is well mixed. Now, so far I only have the dry ingredients in. There you go. Now I'm gonna go and get my water. And what I do, I'm just gonna use a meat thermometer, anyway, to get the temperature right. So it's pretty easy. Now everything is mixed up. Just gonna add the water. And this is the only, I don't know, mixing you're gonna do. Mix it up, so you know it's all, I guess, becomes uniform and dough looking like. And it's pretty easy actually. And you know I have problems with my wrists, and I can't really like work the dough like you know, most traditional bread recipes demand. So with this, it's pretty easy. Just need to mix it until there's not any dry spot left. You know, of course you're gonna get your hands dirty a little bit. You know, that's the fun of making bread, I guess. There you go. Mix it like that. And once it starts being sticky like that, yeah, that's your cue, I guess, to leave the dough alone. Now I'm just gonna do this one too. Now I'm gonna cover this with some saran wrap and leave it, I guess, in about 20 Celsius temperature. I guess, you know, when you're comfortable in the house, the bread is gonna be good to rise also. Alright, so since, you know, I've cleaned up my oven and the toxic fumes, well, I had to open up the doors, and of course it's fall, so it's kind of cold in the house. I guess, preheated my oven just a little bit to make it warm. And it's in here that I'm gonna be letting my bread grow, and yeah, they're gonna be alright in there, and I'll wait 2 hours, and after that we'll do the next part. Alright, now the fun part. We're gonna be I guess transferring back the dough, which has risen maybe, well, not twice the size it was, but a little bit. We're gonna transfer it to a piece of parchment paper, which will go in the oven with the bread. I've dusted down a little bit with some flour on my parchment paper, because now we're gonna work it into a little bun, I guess. Now make sure your hands have flour on it. And yes, this will get, I guess, this is the dirtiest part. Well, not really, but it is, you know. You're gonna get your hands stuck a few times. Now, fun part. You just work this into, yeah, it's gonna stick everywhere, into a little bread. Just try and get that off the parchment paper. Some recipes call for you to put some, what is it called? You know those little, looks like, it's made of wheat or cracked wheat, I guess. Or the one that's made with, yep, with, forget the word now, cornmeal, I think it's called. Now there you go. And you know, you just work it with your fingers, you kind of roll it inside, and try not to get your hands all sticky. And you know, after a while you'll get the hang of it. Now I'm pinching the dough, making sure my little bread is like a beautiful little round ball. Now, there's too much flour on there. I'm just gonna work it again because it was sticking to my hands. Pinch it, and there you go. That's it. Now you put a towel. Doesn't have to be wet or anything, just a dry towel on top of it. Maybe just a bit of flour. Make sure the towel doesn't stick. Now just let that, put this on my little board. You don't need this absolutely. You can use any flat surface you got. And yeah, just for the kick of it, let's do another one. You know, if you find it's too long, well, you can always fast forward a few minutes. Now, what I'm going to do with those bread once they're formed, I guess, I'm going to rise them again like, yeah, another hour, just on the plank, like that, or on the parchment paper. And after an hour, we are finally going to cook them. Yeah, that's where the fun part begins. And you know, if you want, with this kind of dough, once it's already like risen the first time, you can just keep the pot, your pot, with yeah, sticking in the middle, with your saran wrap on top, and just stick it in the fridge. There you go. Stick it in the fridge, and you can keep it for quite a few days actually, even maybe like a week. And when you're ready to cook it, well, you do this step. Take it out of the bowl. Bowl, that was the word I was looking for. And pinch it. There you go. Easy as that. It's kind of hard when you're talking at the same time. There you go. 2 beautiful little breads. Now, yeah, I don't have another towel. I'll get another towel for this one. And basically, that's it for now. It's quite a mess. Oh. Maybe there you go. Just like that. And now we wait 1 hour. See you in an hour. Alright, so it's been an hour. Now what I'm doing, I'm making big cuts in the bread, because if you don't do this, the bread will literally, I guess, inflate like a balloon, and it even could roll off the sheet, because you know it expands in the oven. Let me just set the camera down. Whoa, there you go. Alright, so let's put this in the oven. Show you how. I hope you can see. There you go. The oven is really hot, for 450 or 425 in my case. Just like that. Ow. Just get the camera back. I added a little bowl of water, and you know it's gonna, I guess, keep some moisture in the oven, and we leave that there for yeah, a good 25 minutes. And of course, you know, you should have to use the meat thermometer. I'm not sure where I did put it. There it is, to get the correct heat. But after a while, you know, after a good 25 minutes, when your bread is ready, you just knock on it, and you know, you hear a, I don't know, a hollow sound, and that's your cue for your bread. So yeah, I guess we'll check. I'll show you some maybe as it inflates, and we'll see how it works. Yeah, let me just show you there. Yeah, look at that. It's been maybe not even 10 minutes, and it's already inflating very well. This is the, I guess, the magic of this quick rising yeast. It rises up in the oven, and yeah, it makes for a spectacular little I don't know, experiment. And something I forgot to mention, I'm using a pizza stone, I guess. This is what it was labeled as when I bought it. And you have to preheat the oven half an hour to make sure the stone is hot enough. But I guess, you know, you could use something like that, the what's it called, stoneware or something. Or even I was talking with someone, you know, the underpots made of clay. Apparently you can use those too to cook. So yeah, lots of stuff you can use. Also, you could use it just the baking pan. I guess it would work also. It's been 25 minutes, and now, oh man, it's all golden brown. Oh yes. Set it right here. There you go. And again, let me just give you a look at this. Let me just get my mitts so I can transfer it onto like the little. There you go. I guess these are a baking, a cookie grill. You know, make sure your cookies doesn't get all soft, and the same thing with the bread. Now, if I were to, you know, jam this in there, about in the middle, you know, like you would check meat, it should be 90 Celsius or 190 Fahrenheit. But you know, force of habit, I know it's cooked. Yeah, this is quite beautiful. Now I'll cook this one. There you go. And yeah, I guess tonight I'll show you how it looks inside when I cut them. I mean. So the breads are done. Actually, it's been what, a week since the rest of the video. I had forgotten to actually film the result, and pretty glad I did, because as you can see, there is quite a difference between these two breads. Just show you. Yeah, this one looks way better than this one. This one, actually, I stirred like that, very vigorously, when I added the water, and for some reason it gave a really mushy dough, which of course, you know, tended to I guess all went bleh. And this one, you know, I did it like in the video, and it gave me a well, more, look at that, better good looking bread to my taste. So yeah, that's it. I guess you can hear that. Hear the little click, 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 click. That's the skin of the bread. Oh, look at that, eh? I want to eat it now. Ah, it's too hot. Anyway, so man, those are gonna be good. They smell great. All right, see you, everybody. So I guess bread isn't that hard to make, even beautiful artisan bread like that. See you, everybody.